Taking you now to a growing fight over green energy in a New Jersey resort town. Some in Ocean City are trying to pull the plug on a massive wind farm project that would install nearly 100 massive wind turbines just off the coast.
It could look pretty. It could look like art.
And some saying not so much.
Yeah,
Not really.
bottom line. There are people who, of course, are pushing for it because of climate change. And other people are saying, climate change, schmilate change, saying it's going to be bad for the environment. So let's toss it over to Dre Clark, who has word from people who think this is just a big eyesore. Has no business in Ocean City. Hi, Dre.
That's what they say. Good morning, Adrienne and Marquis. Those wind turbines will be constructed about 15 miles out behind me, but they will be visible from here on the boardwalk or even on the beach. To some people, they will represent progress or environmental responsibility, while others say they're nothing more than environmental eyesores. Summer in Ocean City, New Jersey, a seasonal playground for thousands who come here for the sun, sand, and scenery. But change is on the horizon. The federal government has approved construction of New Jersey's first offshore wind turbine farm. A Danish wind energy company called Ørsted will build Ocean Wind 1. The project calls for placing close to 100 wind turbines off the coast of Ocean City and Atlantic City.
A tremendous amount of skilled labor has to go into each one, and that means jobs, good paying union jobs.
The wind farm would generate enough energy to power 500,000 homes. Nationally, President Biden recently announcing he wants to build 30 gigawatts of offshore wind farms by 2030. That would provide enough power to more than 10 million homes using clean energy. Right now, there are only 7 turbines spinning off the U.S. coast, but other projects are being proposed and many more developed across the country. But all eyes are now on New Jersey, as the project is facing fierce opposition as a litany of lawsuits have been filed to block the project.
I don't know the outcome on the water, and we also don't want to have to look at that every day while we're at the beach.
I've heard from many people who say, if these are built, I'm out of here.
Robin Schaefer is with Protect Our Coast New Jersey, one of the dozen or so opposition groups fighting the project. Among their biggest concerns, how will the turbines affect marine mammal life? Since last December, close to 60 dead whales have washed up on the shore. And opposition groups believe early work on the turbine project killed the whales. But 3 federal agencies and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection say there is no evidence linking offshore wind preparation to the whale deaths.
Why not leave Mother Nature alone? Let's find a better way.
In a statement to NewsNation, Ørsted said, in terms of wells, according to the NOAA, offshore wind has not been responsible for any well fatalities. An estimated 40% of well deaths are caused by vessel strikes or intertwined in plastic or fishing gear. Meanwhile, while there is concern about the project hurting tourism, the local economy, and bringing down home values, there are people here who support the project.
Once those windmills are up, you're not going to notice them, okay? We got to get this done. End of story.
And so, as you guys know, when us TV types roll into town, word gets out relatively quickly that we are here. This is a small sampling of the opposition group, men and women who have been holding petition drives and rallies to get their word out that they do not believe that these wind turbines belong off the coast of the Ocean City shoreline here. Meanwhile, construction is set to begin in 2024 with a completion date set for 2025. And then there is a second wind farm in the works. That farm will be actually about 9.5 miles out, so closer to the beach and the boardwalk. And again, many people say they don't want to come to the beach and look out on the water and see some sky-high wind turbine. Meanwhile, though, New Jersey's governor and our president are pushing this pretty heavily. Adrienne.
It'll be interesting to see what happens and how many people contest it. Thank you so much, Dre. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.